Hello, this is Ann Carlson, a mathematics consultant with the Ohio Department of Education in the Office of Curriculum and Assessment. Designing curriculum involves matching instructional strategies and resources with appropriate assessment practices to provide the opportunity for all students to meet the expectations of the content standards. In this presentation, Analysis, Mapping, Recording, I will illustrate one method in designing a curriculum based upon the Common Core State Standards for Mathematics. The documents for this presentation can be found on the Mathematics webpage, most under the heading Alignment Toolkit Phase 2, Revision of District Curriculum. The following categories, along with any content-specific considerations, are essential components of a cohesive, articulated curriculum. Standards, direct references to the content standards from the Common Core State Standards for Mathematics. Evidence of understanding reflects the mathematical thinking that students are developing. Assessment practices, specific ideas, projects, simulations, problems, writing prompts, or challenges for using formative, summative, and performance-based assessment. Time frame, sequencing, and pacing required for implementation of the curriculum. A few more words of evidence of understanding. Evidence of understanding moves beyond a checklist of skills or procedures. The language of the critical areas and the mathematical practices should be evident in these statements. It is truly the mathematical thinking that is being described. Assessment should be driven by these statements. The rest of the components are instructional strategies, including resources, technology strategies, strategies for diverse learners, and literacy standards. Instructional strategies are specific resources which utilize instructional strategies that build mathematical thinking, employ rich problems based in real-world or mathematical contexts, and enhance mathematical and cross-curricular connections. Appropriate strategies actively engage students with the mathematics through hands-on, minds-on, exploration, and communication. This section also includes the mathematical practices, where an intentional plan of instructional strategies and activities that develop the mathematical practices as students' habits of mind is needed. Technology strategies are the targeted use of technology tools and resources to enhance the teaching and learning of the intended outcomes. And strategies for diverse learners are the evidence of how instruction will be differentiated, resources, and strategies to meet the diverse needs of students so that all students receive the same initial instruction, followed by appropriate support. That support will contain a variety of instructional methods designed to engage all students to help them gain deep mathematical understanding through exploration, problem solving, and technology. These components are essential in describing the curriculum, but the format that is used to record the information is flexible. Two templates are provided, one in Word, the other in Excel. The advantage of using Excel is the flexibility in hiding columns or rows, printing certain areas, and the ease in typing mathematical symbols. This is the template for the curriculum map. A curriculum map represents a year in a glance. In a one-page chart, units are articulated including names, sequence, approximate time frames, evidence of understanding, content standards, and assessment practices. Oftentimes, a curriculum map guides the planning of instruction across common content area grades or courses for a district. This sample of a curriculum map is created only as an example of how to complete the map, not a working example. A second type of template, also in both Word and Excel, is the unit organizer. The unit organizer addresses all of the essential components and provides a framework from which lesson plans are developed. The information in the unit organizer should be a meaningful document for designing instruction that is applicable to the teaching and learning environments. This is a document that should list many available resources for teachers to draw upon in designing instruction that meets the needs of their students. When the resources are listed individually by row, then the specific standards, mathematical practices, and technology can be noted. Remember, neither the format nor the software program used is as important as using the essential components to convey the intent of the instruction. Other formats which display the required information are acceptable. This is a sample of a unit organizer, created only as an example of how to complete the template, not a working example. Entries into columns can be as detailed or succinct as desired. Now that the essential components and the templates have been described, how do you execute this process? I like to have teachers review the intent of each critical area, listing the specific mathematical thinking, the evidence needed, and what kinds of problems are typically encountered. For non-high school grades, this information helps flesh out the units. Referencing learning progressions also aids in visualizing where in the progression this learning sits. Once the units are plotted out, then materials and resources can be matched and recorded. Assessment development can be done either before or after the resources are defined. A successful cycle includes using the map and unit organizers, then reviewing its merits and downfalls, and making the necessary changes to improve mathematical thinking. A mathematics resource filter is provided to assist in making determinations about appropriateness of the resources. Beware of a publisher claiming that a resource or program is aligned to the Common Core State Standards for Mathematics. They are businesses and thus are only able to make changes at a certain rate. Check the alignment yourselves before adopting or using. Be aware of the discrepancies. No one program can do it all. Good luck with the process. Please contact me with any questions or comments about this process or the presentation. Thank you for joining me. Have a good day.